taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
Make sure you guys don't miss it, and and then 3 days later, we got another card, another fight that will be airing at 5 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. And then poor Pilot though, that's like, that's 2 a.m. for him. You should, I don't know if Pilot will be up for that. He'll be up and awake for that.
That's too early, bro.
Yeah.
Or in your case, too late.
Yeah.
Oh
man, of course the fight I'm talking about is the long-awaited rematch between Naoya, Monster Inoue, and Nonito Donaire. This time, 3 bantamweight belts are on the line. And and then of course, if you heard us talk about Monster before, we're all not really satisfied with how Top Rank is using him in terms like you sign a pound for pound a talent like that, a dude, that's you have a once in a lifetime talent, and you don't do anything with them. You give Nico Ali Wash more attention and more marketing and shit.
Even their build up, it's just a poster with Inoue and Godzilla in the background. Lazy promoting.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, with his Top Rank, he's with 3 fights since he signed. Only one of them was really on time, and then because that was his only decent opponent with Jason Maloney. He brutally KO'd him, and then afterwards he had a jobber fight, and then he had a fight that wasn't even airing on Top Rank or ESPN. It was strictly on Japan. You had to look for a stream for that, an actual stream for that. So it's just like, this is disgusting. Like, Top Rank needs to understand who they got, on their roster, and they need to do something about it. And I suppose this is a step in the right direction, putting this on ESPN Plus on, 5 o'clock in the morning, I guess. But this fight, obviously you've heard our reactions, especially mine and LB's reactions, when the first fight came about. The finals of the World Boxing Super Series tournament for 118. Niggas was up at, we were watching the shit at 7 o'clock. And for 12 rounds, you basically saw some high boss level punching. Like clean, hard, vicious, furious punching from both guys. Like, it was ridiculous. Monster got, Monster took some, Monster showed himself to have, a damn good chin, because usually anyone who gets clocked by one Donaire left hook usually goes down, and Donaire clocked him several times with that left hook of his and the right hand, and Monster just took all that shit. I mean, granted, he ended up with a busted orbital and shit like that, and a broken nose and shit like that, but then Monster also laced Donaire to the point where I thought he should have been put in retirement, especially the knockdown near the end. I think it was like in the 10th round or 11th round, where the referee, set a pick on this on dude like that, and didn't allow Monster to finish him off. And of course, I'm sure that the referee actually counted to 10, and counted Donaire out, but I guess he let it continue. And then, Donaire, of course, showed remarkable, recovery powers to not only avoid getting knocked out, but to also rock Monster in that fight with a counter left hook. Like that fight was just everything. Like, to watch that shit in the morning, and I was like, I needed to go to the gym afterwards. Like I did, because I remember I stayed like 20 or 25 minutes past longer than I usually stay. I was risking not finding a parking space, but I was like, fuck it, I had to watch this shit. But I wanted to take a detour to go to the gym and put in some work for like 3-4 hours. But that fight was everything. I mean, it brought back. I think it capped off the hell of the second half for the Zone for that year in 2019. It restored the feelings that were left behind from Canelo and Kovalev being a shit event and a shit fight. It was everything. So yeah, nothing more than positive memories on that fight. But yeah, man, it's like now it's like, and Donaire still going strong. I don't understand how he's doing it. Dude is like 38, 39. and he's in division. He should be declining, but instead he's brutally knocking people out. He's still doing it. Brutally got put into retirement because of the injuries he suffered from the Donaire fight, the eye injuries, and then he brutally knocked some other cat out with a body shot. Like, Donaire is still doing it. I just don't understand. I don't understand how. I mean, logically, he shouldn't be at his age, but I guess bantamweight was always his optimal division. So LB, man, because I know, like I said, you were the biggest fan of this fight, of the first fight, as I was, man. So what do you think? How do you think this fight's gonna go?
Oh man, it's a great fight. I'm super hyped for this one. Inoue is like one of my probably top 5 favorite fighters. I'm there with Thurman and Triple G. So anytime with my favorite fighters all fight within the same year, like, I'm gonna be on people's neck. So, you know, Thurman came through, did his shit early this year, looked his best in years. Golovkin came through, did his thing, looked his best in years, and now it's time for Monster, who kind of been stagnating career-wise, you know, thanks to Top Rank.
Right.
Not really being able to promote a non-Filipino boxer, you know. Although some people would say, you know, that Top Rank doesn't have experience in promoting Asian boxers, but you know.
Good Lord.
I mean, if you on boxing Twitter, you know what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
But I think this fight is more dangerous for Inoue than Donaire. I think Donaire is gonna try to line him up for one of those hooks, and he's gonna be swinging with everything on them shits. Like, I'm kind of like damn, like, this one of those fights where I'm such a fan of both fighters. It's almost like you don't want neither guy to lose. You want both to win, but it can't happen that way. Because I know if Donaire wins, there's gonna be talk of a trilogy, and it's like, I don't think neither could hold up for that.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, that type of, you don't need a trilogy from this. So you kind of want Monster to win and just be over with, but a part of me is feeling like Donaire is gonna take this one, because I feel like he's just been operating differently. Like, it's been his whole motivation to get this moment. Like, he's been fighting for this moment where Monster, he's just been existing and this moment came up.
Right.
Because he's only had one significant fight since the first fight. And the way Maloney's moving, or the way they moving him, it doesn't even seem like it was worth it. So it's like, it's a trap fight for Monster.
Right. I mean, because one thing we do learn, like, Monster is a damn good fighter, but one thing we did learn is, like, he can get hit. You know, I mean, he could definitely get hit, and Donaire was able to clock him over and over again.
And he showed he's been hit in the past, like, because this is the thing, Monster, like, as one time he fell in love with his power, and then he kind of got right back out of it, and then that's when he was going on a tear. That's when people was, you know, like, such as myself, was having him in pound for pound list. People was looking side-eyed like, who the fuck is a Jamie McDonald, or, you know, this guy, that guy.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
I'm like, you know, do your research. He's a solid fighter. You know, he just bodying him. Y'all gave Roy Jones the same grief.
Right.
But I don't know. We got to make a prediction, right? Like,
yeah,
damn, this is a hard fight though. Like, nigga, like, a part of me feels like that they're gonna get it this time. I don't know what this is. That you could pick either guy and you wouldn't be wrong. I wouldn't argue with you. Like, is that close up? Is that hard of a matchup?
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard right now because it's like, I mean, if Donaire had shown decline, if Sean had shown some sort of decline after this fight, and honestly, I'm still surprised he hasn't, because Monster hit him enough that should have put him in retirement. I don't understand, because he took some headshots in that fight. I was like, good Lord.
Look,
and
whoever wins this fight is like going up on like all-time great lists. I know people gonna be like, man, it's a little premature. No, it's not. Like, like y'all don't know, like realize how big. Like this is probably the biggest fight between Asian boxers ever.
Right. Yeah, and then LB, LB was on Monster like early. And so it's like, I mean, because I myself, I was not a believer in Monster like that. Like LB was saying when this nigga was truthful, this nigga was like even before he was on HBO and shit like that. Like
yeah, he was on Chocolatito undercards, and I'm like, did y'all see this nigga Monster? Like,
yeah, and I used to just like cool like yeah. I mean, I was like yeah, but I got on board eventually.
As did so many others, but god damn, it's like I feel like Donaire, like in a way, he had to give y'all a fight of the year with Donaire before people started saying, you know what, that Japanese kid is pretty good, and I'm like, really?
Yeah, because they beat. So yeah, because it took him beating some of that most people do know. Someone who was a former pound for pound, someone who was used to be on the pound for pound list, like top 5 at his peak.
Yeah, because everything, like, look, you could break this down several ways, but everything you look at, you're like, who has better? If you say who has a better jab, you can say Inoue, but it's not by much.
Right.
You say who hit harder. You can say Inoue, but it's not too much. You might just say it's equal.
Right.
Speed, that's almost equal. Inoue by maybe a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Faster trigger. Even the types of punches, hooks, both of their left hooks are like ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, Donaire's is legendary. Donaire probably, I said, Donaire has the top left hook in the game today.
Yeah, like you'll give him the edge. Okay, right hand. Monster's right hand is serious, but let's not act like Donaire right hand ain't a problem too. Like,
right,
these guys are like neck and neck with everything. Like,
I mean, the only difference is that Monster is more of he's more of a bandweight than Donaire. Donaire, because I mean, it was hard to watch like the size of it. Donaire is a bigger guy than Monster, and hitting him with a lot of shots with a lot of power, a lot of size behind it. And most likely that's going to happen again this fight.
Yeah, I know. Last time I picked Monster. This time I'm leaning toward I'm leaning toward Donaire. But then I'm just like, damn, kid, he really, because I feel like this fight is gonna be KO.
Yeah. Like,
can Donaire really like get this dude out of there? But then, has Monster been hit with anybody who with the power to break his face since then?
Right. No, he hasn't.
So I don't know, man. And fuck, why we gotta make predictions on this shit? Why we just can't enjoy this motherfucker? Like, y'all niggas just talking about like nah, who going, man?
Just make the damn prediction.
Look, fuck it, man. Donaire, nigga, Donaire.
Donaire by decision?
Nah, you know what? Inoue.
Oh, this nigga flip flopping now.
Hey, yo, honestly, look. The day or the before when we make the poll, I might have that shit might change. Look, this is another one of those weigh-in predictions. Like, you need to immerse yourself in the whole experience before you can correctly call this one. But I'll say Monster, and I'm gonna shut the fuck up, go on mute, y'all niggas talk, because if I say anything else, I'm gonna be like,
oh well, no, maybe it's Donaire. Oh, he's gonna wake up the day of the fight. Depends on what he ate. Oh, well, I had waffles today, so I'm gonna say Donaire won. Donaire's gonna win.
You know that will never happen because I don't fucking wake up and say eat waffles. Like, y'all some waffle niggas. So if I eat waffles, then Monster's probably getting knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, LB doesn't fuck with waffles. He's just waffle colored.
Yeah. But I like my French toast. Because I like that cinnamon.
Oh, Lord.
AOP, so what are your thoughts about this fight? What's your prediction?
Man, this is going to be a very good fight. I feel like it's just going to be a rerun of the first fight. It's like, which is good. Because I love the first fight. That was one of my top 3 fights that year for Fight of the Year with Thurman Pacquiao and Spence Porter. So any of those three could have gotten fight of the year that year, and I wouldn't have said shit. So if it's even half as good as the first fight, then I'm not going to complain. But I feel like it's going to be a rerun of the first fight. Only, I actually think this time Monster will stop him. And he came close the first time. I think he'll actually stop him this time.
The referee fucked it up, though.
Yeah, he did stop him. Remember, the refs were fucking up knockdowns and stoppages all year in 2019.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was the year of the horrible refereeing. But
yeah.
Then again, I feel like I'm saying that every year. Oh, I'm pointing out something wrong that some ref did in some fight. That's the never. That's a never-ending story. So that's just gonna. So, but I think he'll stop him this time. 10th round.
Okay, there we go. Pilot, what about you?
I think it's gonna be a great fight. Like P said, it was definitely a top 3 fight of 2019 with those exact fights, in my opinion, as well. I think it'll definitely be a war of attrition, a back and forth fight. When it first got announced, I was thinking maybe the Filipino Flash might take it. And I'm kind of like LB on defense. Like, I think it can really go both ways, but at this point, I'm gonna go with Monster in a way.
Nigga, you half Filipino. You're not gonna back your countryman?
I'm just being realistic,
Wow.
man. He's the younger guy. He's more of a higher than pound for pound list. He's more of the he's a favorite, I'm sure, in this fight, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I haven't checked the odds on that fight yet.
He is the favorite. Inoue is the favorite.
Yeah, he's gonna be the favorite, just like last time.
It's just weird to me because I'm like thinking in my mind, I'm like, I feel like we all picked Inoue the first time, so it's like, what is so different now that would make you pick Donaire the second time?
Because he hurt him and he broke his face.
Yeah. And he didn't beat him then. So he hurt him and broke his face and still didn't beat him.
But it's like I said before though, Donaire's been actually fighting people like with a pulse. Like
yeah. Since they fought, Donaire's definitely fought the better opposition. It feels like.
Remember, y'all niggas picked Donaire to lose to Ubali.
Ubali, right?
I picked him to KO Ubali. Like, I mean, we could go into the archives. Like,
yeah,
so
I know.
It's the reason. That's really the reason. Like, if you see how Donaire's been focused.
Yeah, but Inoue ain't no fucking Ubali. So
not even. Oh, one of them is.
But whatever. Inoue is not Ubali.
So odds I'm seeing right now is Donaire plus 350, Monster minus 550.
Actually, those odds are actually pretty good. Like 350. Those odds kind of might be a little higher than they should be.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, but remember, they going by your logic,
But I didn't say that. I didn't say it wouldn't be a close fight. I'm just saying I don't think that I would pick Donaire to win the second time when I didn't pick him to win the first time, and I don't think anything's changed since then.
It's the momentum too. It's like it's like the Canelo Golovkin. Like Donaire, the guy who won the last fight, he doesn't have the same momentum as the guy who lost the last one. Donaire's coming in there at basically a career resurgence. He might be going into the fight at a higher level than he was the first one.
Mm-hmm. But it's all, sometimes we look at momentum a little differently, especially with a guy like Inoue. Yeah, it sucks that he doesn't have the momentum, but he just hasn't been fighting anybody worth a damn. So it's like, what the fuck? We don't care. Watch him now fight someone worth a damn, and he'll go back to being Monster. It's the Tyson Fury effect. Tyson Fury looks like shit when he's fighting people that we don't give a damn about, and then he turns up and fights that we care about.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think it's that, black and white. Like, Donaire ain't, Inoue ain't never had no fucking Otto Wallin or Cunningham performances. Like,
no. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying all that. I get, but I'm saying the whole thing. That's why I just said momentum, schmomentum. Like, that's basically my point.
It's definitely a thing, man.
So Pilot, so you think he's gonna win another decision, or you think he's gonna go for the KO?
I think it'll probably be another decision. Like, if it KO, I feel like randomly, I would think Nonito would be the winner. I don't know why I have a weird hunch about that, but
Dude, honestly, it feels that. Don't it feel like Donaire could just catch this nigga this time? Like
randomly, yeah, man, a little bit for real.
Like this is the worst fight for Inoue to take. Like Donaire. If Donaire KOs, dude, I don't want to hear shit about a goddamn Rigondeaux fight anymore.
I don't think anybody's talking about Rigondeaux, so I don't know why you brought Rigondeaux up.
No, because motherfuckers is always like, but that was an outclass. That was a schooling. You can't school a nigga if he fucking damn near knocks you out and drops you. I had to hear that shit for years. God damn.
Yeah. I mean, this fight. Yeah, see, I'm leaning towards them. I'm gonna pick Monster. I think Monster again by another brutal decision. But yeah, I think but I have that same hunch. Yeah. If it's gonna be a knockout, I just think it'll probably be from Donaire for some reason too. Yeah, because
remember last time we felt like either guy could knock out the other, but most of us is leaning toward the Donaire knockout. It ain't no fucking bizarre reasoning why, because Donaire been really putting motherfuckers out.
Right, he does.
His eyes look different. Like he's pulling the trigger on shots. He's boxing differently. He's setting up punches where he could just excel at them hooks and those counters, and he's getting niggas in the corner. Like it ain't the Donaire that was plotting. It's like he's setting up the shots better now. Like I don't know, man. This fight gonna be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, and I'm gonna be like, and at least this time around, so now that we're still in the pandemic, so I get to work from home. So after I watch this fight, if I feel like I want to go run like 3 or 4 miles again, I can do that and not worry about losing my job or anything like that.
This motherfucker say we're still in a pandemic. I'm not even listening.
Well, I'm just saying in relation, because like I said, when this shit happened, the first time it happened wasn't a pandemic, and I had to immediately hop in my car.
Dude, look, we're still in a pandemic. Like it's a different stage of it. The stage we're at now is where all the after effects are piling up, and we're getting the full brunt of all that shit now. Like the gas, the gas prices, inflation, all that shit, the Ukraine, Russia shit, all these damn school shootings and mass shooting, all that shit is like pandemic shit, man.
And all this, and all these other diseases like monkeypox coming out there.
Yeah, honestly, the pandemic just ain't gonna leave. Like it's gonna be something else that's gonna be popping off and crazy during this whole time. Like niggas just gotta get used to it. People still wear masks down here.
Yeah, some people still wear masks up here too.
I still wear masks sometimes too, depending on the situation. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, but yeah, man. But it's like different. At least I'll be home. Like, okay, I don't have to rush or even have to turn on my laptop. I'm gonna sit there and try to calm down after seeing a whole bunch 12 rounds of violence and shit like that. Maybe go outside.
Yeah, we hope it's 12 rounds.
What's that?
We hope it's 12 rounds.
Yeah, we hope it's 12 rounds.
Not me. I don't hope it's 12 rounds. I hope it's over in 10. and I mean, I have no ill will towards. I don't hate Donaire or anything, but I'm just hoping his slanted-eyed Karen wife is crying in the crowd. Fuck her.
Damn, what's she do to you?
She's a Karen, a slant-eyed Karen. Like,
hold on, is this because of the shit with the whole Casemiro shit?
There's just like this whole thing, like she's just like the Casemiro thing, like the thing that I seen that she saying that Sean Gibbons made up all these like allegations, like these rape allegations, like, oh my god.
I mean, to me, it just sounded like she was placing coincidences together.
She was inferring, like if I was Sean Gibbons, I would be looking at a lawsuit. Like, some type of defamation.
Nah, that wasn't no defamation. That shit would never hold up. She was drawing conclusions and putting shit together and just leaving it there like, well, y'all could fill in the blank right here. Like I listened to the video, like
Yeah, I did, but that's inferring something. Like you're
but it's not. But you're not saying it, like dude, like
you don't have to say it. That's what inferring is. You're not saying it. You're just kind of like hinting at it, but like kind of.
That's not the same as that's not the same as coming out saying it. It's look. There's a difference between snitching and dry snitching.
Oh, that shit is the same up here. Maybe where you.
But hold on, but see, y'all niggas remember, suck a dick and eat a dick is different for y'all niggas up there though.
Yeah.
So don't give me that shit. Down here, you tell a motherfucker eat a dick, motherfucker shoot your ass. so yeah, y'all miss me with that shit. Like, nah, the fuck. Like I ain't gonna be calling this lady no Karen and all this shit. I ain't see her do no Karen shit. Maybe she has a Karen vibe, but she's also a part of Donaire's resurgence. She's been his trainer. Whatever they got going on, that shit's been working, and Donaire's been looking his best in years. I'm not gonna shit on her for that. The whole Casemiro shit, let's be honest, Casemiro, he's just surrounded by fuckery.
Yeah.
so Rachel Donaire putting something out and just like, well, just look at this, look at that, and hey, that ain't enough for me to be shitting on this lady or say like, hey man, niggas gotta be lawsuit. Motherfuckers need to go start going to goddamn court. They won't talk about what's a lawsuit. I could speak on this shit. I'm just saying, man. Like, just like I knew with the whole Canelo lawsuit a couple years ago, how that bullshit was gonna end. Like, judge had them redo the whole shit, and then once they seen it, it was like, alright, fuck it, we gonna settle. And then look, we get the goddamn Golovkin fight that he tried to sue to get out of. Boxing, man. Like, everybody, look, that just shows you the boxing and type of fuckery that's in the business. So unless someone's gonna come in there and refute everything she said and just instead of saying, oh, I think she's the famous, why, it's like, where's the fucking truth seeking in that? Some niggas should be saying, oh, hold on, I could refute that because this, that. Nah, niggas just like, nah, I don't like what she's saying. Like, what the fuck? Well, is she right or wrong though?
I mean, Rachel. I basically I just ignore her because, like I said, Rachel Donaire, like, she is what she is. So I just ignore her most of the time.
Oh, shout out to Hetty guy to see this. Damn, King P, tell us how you really feel. Nigga, what? Yo, King P be like, I don't know, man. I be thinking you be like smacking shorties up behind the bodega, be like.
Nah, I'm on a roll today. I've kind of just say like the other day, like in another conversation today, we were talking about like Herschel Walker, and I was just like, fuck Herschel Walker and his faggot son, like just like out of nowhere, just like I've been kind of today.
Yeah, that's the New York coming out in this nigga, man.
I feel, well, see, you'll get no disagreements or arguments from that. I'm just, I agree with you. I just feel like with the whole Karen shit in there, like, I think people got a habit of when they're annoyed by something, we throw extra shit at them. And it's like, is the extra shit we throwing at them, is it like factual, is it real, or is just we just like, fuck it, I don't like that nigga, so yeah, he did that, yeah, he a bitch, yeah, Ghost did that, like. So that's all I'm saying, like semi-devil's advocate a little bit, I guess, but we all pretty much agreeing that Inoue is gonna win. I didn't even pick KO or decision. I'm just gonna say win. Fuck it.
Yeah, because you're afraid you might change your mind. The more you talk about it, the more you might change your mind.
Yeah, I mean, especially as the fight starts getting nearer and nearer. I mean, it's like 2 weeks away. So it's
that's how it be. Like when you got fights like on that level, like any one little thing that go wrong or any slight adjustment could make or break who wins. Like. Tell me I'm lying. Like, this ain't no damn Benavidez Angulo or some shit or some shit where you're like, it's already set in stone like who's gonna win.
No, you're not lying. You're not lying at all.
But yeah, I hope the fight's good. Oh well, great actually, not good. Like good is like Buasti Richards. Like great is Donaire Monster Part 1. You know,
Yeah,
fuck
basically
it, that might excellent. That ain't great.
Yeah, basically, you want more excellence. You want boss level punching in this.
Yeah, I want fucking Geese Howard and Krauser, Rugal type punching. I need some SNK boss punching where niggas is getting hit and their life bars going down to orange type shit. I need some goddamn like, yo man, how many quarters you got? Like I got like 5 more. Like you think we could beat them with this? Like I don't know. We'll make it work. Like that's the type of shit I need to see.
For real.
and I say this in a way where I hope no one gets any long-term injury, fucked up, hurt, accident. You know, I don't want to see Donaire's kids crying, you know, on the side of the TV or some shit. You know, I ain't like King P now.
No, I mean, I don't want to see his kids. I don't want to see his kids
You said
crying.
his wife.
Just his wife. Just his wife. I didn't say anything about his kids.
The King P would be like, I want to see his father hold him brokenly in his arms. Nigga sounded like a villain from Spartacus. And when they chew on dirt and rocks and crud, that's when we will strike. And we shall enslave them again. Like goddamn, nigga, like it's boxing. Like
Holy shit.
motherfucker sounded like Skeletor or some shit or 80s cartoon villain, nigga. Like
Oh shit, yo, this fight, I think this fight's gonna be spectacular, man. I can't wait for it. But yeah, like hopefully, I mean, we already know like these two are gonna punch each other extremely hard, and I'm sure some injuries are gonna occur. So I'm not, but yeah, we just gotta hope no serious,
we'll say minor, yeah. No serious.
no serious injuries. Minor
Amen.
injuries. Yeah, no.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I would really feel like a way if like that. I don't think people know how hard these motherfuckers hit. You're talking about 2 of the hardest punchers in boxing fighting.
Right.
Like people look at them as little dudes, but they punch like fucking 6'4" niggas.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers is getting a whole pat sandwich with these shots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm hyped, man. We could talk about this all day. We got to hit next on this, man. I want this fight to happen tomorrow now.
Right, and of course, I just also to mention too, just briefly, yeah, you know, Monster's brother's going to be in the co-main. He's going to be fighting too. So yeah, you know. Anyway, I mean, hopefully his brother, unfortunately, has not shown the type of prodigious talent as his brother, you know. But he's good for a scrap. He's a decent fighter. He's just not. No, he's not. He's not Monster's world class ability. So,
I mean, you know, they let the son of Godzilla in some of the movies, like you know. Yeah. You know, Monster Island just ain't had Godzilla. You know, yeah, other niggas there. You know,
yeah,
all good.
Yeah,
everybody can't be the star.
Yeah, like those brothers don't have. I mean, obviously, you know, you have that, and you have Deontay, and you have Marcellus Wilder, who you know doesn't have his brother's power. It doesn't really have any boxing ability. Yeah, it happens. Sometimes you get brothers who don't really have as much talent as their sibling. It happens.
Ryan Garcia's shitty brother.
Oh yeah.
See, now you done brought up someone that no one was even thinking about.
Yeah, and that.
It pertained to the topic at hand. We're talking about.
Yeah, and that dude really sucks too. So
I forgot he had a brother. That's how how forgot he was. Now I'm remembering the whole Kate Abdo where she was talking about the dad's sperm or some shit. Or
yeah, I was like, what the? Yeah, that was a whole bunch. That was a whole what the fuck moment on for that shit to air. By the way,
like as a father, you just gonna sit there like, okay, yeah, just like he did. Like I don't blame him.
Am I supposed to cheese that woman's coming to me on my sperm?
Like I mean, she said it to the right person, because if she would have said that to my dad, that nigga would have been like, shit, all right, it's good. Like we can get a sequel, shit. So red bone ass. So you want a little LB?
Oh shit, yo, you niggas are fools, yo. But yeah, I can't wait for this damn fight, man. Yeah, 6'4" and then 6'7". Shit, that shit was set off June lovely. But yeah,